Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, we have the new PKA season for the summertime event, PKA Boa, and in today's video, we're going to be rocking through the auto build teams and level 60 to 79 with a team that can pretty much get it done with the most amount of drops that don't use any of the new batch characters. So as you can see, we're starting off at level 60 as we always like to do, and for the runs, as I always like to recommend, keep your mini bosses at a very low level. Now, if you have some crazy motherfuckers on your friends list that have Nami and stuff like that, then I would recommend just utilizing Nami or the Yamato and Otama unit as a friend captain for your mini boss fights. The mini bosses are a great place to farm the turtles. Obviously, once you get to the final boss, you are going to get extra drops. But the mini bosses, they also give you a lot of very good drops as well. So like I said, I would recommend if you can find Nami or Yamato and Otama, just use them as a friend captain on the mini bosses. That way when you hit auto, you don't really have to worry about it too much. Now, as you can see, I'm using Nami Karina as my captain. I have Sabo and Koala as a sub, and then the 6+ or the 5+ Frankie and Sanji unit. Now, with these three characters, you're guaranteeing yourself 3 extra drops. And then if you bring a Nami or a Yamato Otama friend captain, you're getting another 3 drops. So you're guaranteeing yourself 6 drops every single time you can find this particular friend captain. But if you cannot find the new unit as a friend captain, and we're not going to include the new unit as a friend captain on the final fight, but if you can find them, like I said, 6 drops is huge, and if you can't, still getting 4 drops is absolutely massive as well. You can run a 6+ Sabo and Koala, you can run a Nami Karina friend captain, and you're still going to get that extra drops. It does count towards your gains for the turtles, but obviously getting Hime turtles, it's pretty challenging to do, getting yourself some Hime turtles if you guys don't have the batch characters. So don't be too discouraged if you can't actually get your hands on all of the Hime turtles for PKA. Look, without the batch, it's just something that you shouldn't really strive for. It's a big gimmick for them to try and make people summon for these types of characters, so that way they can essentially just guarantee a little bit of gem return, but if you get lucky and you do get some Hime turtles, you can basically get the gems without having to spend gems on the characters that they really want you to summon for. So making our way through York now. There is a perfect barrier in turn 4, which is a little bit annoying. There is a tack down, so you could slap on a tack down removing support if you want to, but as you can see, if you keep the mini boss at level 1, stuff like attack down mechanics, damage reduction mechanics, they all don't mean that much because the boss is actually so weak, and the scaling of the boss doesn't actually drastically impact the amount of drops that you get. So as you guys will see here, we get a bunch of cola, we get a turtle, and then you obviously have a chance to dupe that particular turtle. But look, I got very unlucky there, and I just got a whole bunch of extra cola. So sometimes it is what it is when it comes to those particular fights, but hey, yeah, you got to take your chances here and there. So let's dive into Bonnie. Bonnie is going to be level 6. Now, once again, if we can find a Nami friend captain or Yamato and Otama, I feel like Nami's probably going to be a little bit easier to find because Nami's part has been out for a little bit longer. And I feel like there's a few more Nami stands than they are actual Yamato and Otama stands. You might be a Yamato stand, but the fact that Otama's there could kind of just woo, instant softy, you know what I'm saying? So Nami, she out here with those big bajungas, getting all of the sims to summon. But God, fuck, I hope no one summoned. Well, I mean, people did summon, obviously, but I really hope that people didn't go too crazy on the banners, because we just had the 11th anniversary, guys. There's no way people are just pulling out this many gems out of their anus, because yeah, wild stuff. So yeah, like I said, I can't stress enough, when it comes to PKA, the best way to do it is to farm the mini boss levels on level 1 and level 6. And if you guys have no real need to go past level 100 for the final boss, you can always just keep the final boss on level 60 and just continuously farm level 60 until you get yourself a bunch of turtles, and that way you can utilize this particular team to clear pretty much all the way up to your total gains. For myself, I always like to get up to level 100 and try and get as much content out for you guys, because once you get past level 100, you have the opportunity to face both mini bosses as well. But I do understand, look, just staying at level 60, utilizing a team that's going to guarantee you the 4 to 6 drops is going to make life a little bit easier as well, for getting your full gains as well. So whatever you guys want to do, however you guys want to rock it, it's not going to matter all that much. It also depends on how much time you have. Hitting auto is obviously just a lot more time beneficial for people that are quite busy throughout the week as well. Seeing as PKA does come out on a Monday for me, so most of you guys are coming out on a Sunday, but There you go. So three totals. So now we're just getting a bunch of total drops. Like that's exactly what you're gonna see. And that was only level 6. So how many is that? What's that? 5, 10, 11 totals to our total plus the 1. So now we're already at 12 totals. Very, very good stuff for literally just hitting the auto button. So I always choose the green tickets as well for these things. And then we'll go down. Look, I do want to do that PvP fight, but at the same time, I just don't want to for the video. I would recommend doing your PvP fights. If you guys are struggling with Rumble flags as well, these fights are a fantastic way to get your hands on Rumble flags. Like a fantastic way. So you just choose the one that you have the least of, and you're pretty much good to go. Damn, I was hoping for some Saki there, but it is what it is. So diving into Boa, as I mentioned, if you guys want to keep her level 60, you can just select the bottom level there, and that way you can just continuously farm both mini bosses. You get both mini bosses as long as the boss is on either 60, 80, 100, or 100 plus. So just be mindful of that. So let's dive in. We're going to use double Nami Kurina here. Now, if you can find a Nami friend captain, I would bring Nami friend captain, or if you can find a Yamato and Otama friend captain, I would just definitely bring that. But for 9 times out of 10, like if you're using them as mini boss fights, you're gonna run out of friend captains. So for me, I'm just going to use double Nami Kurina for this final fight anyway. Mainly because like I can just run a full team. Like I don't have to worry about the captain boosting other units. And you're pretty much just sort of good to go from there. So let's do that. It's beautiful stuff. And moving to turn 3. Now, on turn 3, we come up against Rebecca. She puts up Threshold, which is a little bit annoying. The reason I have the Mr. 3 support on my Nami Kurina here is so that way I can actually get the Nami Kurina special in time to remove that Threshold. And then Kurina will actually give 2 turns of cooldown to my other Nami Kurina, who's actually going to remove the damage reduction on the next turn, which is a super handy for us. We do get a bunch of very nuisance-y orbs here, though. We have paralysis orbs on the right, which a Nami Kurina can get rid of, and then we have bomb orbs on the left. So if you switch with Sabo and Koala, you can actually remove the bomb orbs, but you can also use the VV special here, and that's actually going to give you a 3-turn orb buff, full border orbs that you can lock as well, and then you can move into the final stage against Boa. Now the bottom 2 units as well, they're only getting a 75% chance at drops. So you could get more, but yeah, if you get if you get at least 3, like you're in for a good time. So Rage is going to give us an attack boost on this final stage. You can get color affinity with Sabo Koala. Sabo Koala's special, I believe they extend color affinity. So yeah, nothing too crazy there. And then you can get some G orbs with Nami and Kurina. You just can't tap with recovery orbs. Recovery orbs get a massive attack down. So as you can see there, double Nami Kurina getting it done very nicely. And this is going to give you at least 4 drops, which is absolutely massive. You could get up to 6 with the 75% chance as your base characters. But having no new units, no new batch, and then sort of just rocking it like this is definitely going to be the wave. Okay, we got 1 Cola. But the fact that we're already up over 25 totals with literally 1 run and the starting run is actually pretty damn decent. So good luck on your PKA grind. Make sure to grind out those totals. You definitely want to get the Chopper Man missions done. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. No!